So, a big hi and hello from us to the whole wide whiskey community all around YouTube and elsewhere, of course. Welcome to our second episode of Naixun&Miharu's Little Whiskey Corner. My name is Naixun.
My name is Miharu.
And we are very, very happy that we could invite you again to our little second step or second episode of our little whiskey journey into the especially peated world of whiskey. So in our last episode, right, we talked quite a lot about peaty stuff, and we even tasted the wonderful Lafroig, right, the Lafroig Select. I still feel it on my tongue somehow, and yeah, and we also, by the way, mentioned where actually this wonderful whiskey comes from. It comes from this little, actually it's not so little, right? But little island in the southwest of Scotland. It's called Islay, right? And we just found out the pronunciation is really indeed Islay. So it is not Islay or or something, I don't know, but it's Islay, right? Yeah. And how many distilleries are in Islay, this small island? How many are there?
8 or 9.
Actually, to be very, very precise, it's 8, right?
Currently.
But currently there are 8, and yeah, they are in open status, and they are really producing, but there is a 9th on its way, right? Which is called Naixun, and it will release its first whiskey in mid of 2023, if I'm not mistaken, right?
You check later.
Yeah,
Will be around.
yeah, something like this. So, which are these famous distilleries? Let's start with, in my opinion, the biggest and famous one, which is Lagavulin, yeah, and Ardbeg, Lafroig, Bowmore, Bruichladdich, Bunnahabhain, the Cowal Islay, and last but not least, Kilchoman.
No, Kilchoman.
Kilchoman. Yes.
Kilchoman is...
No. Kilchoman. Kilchoman is something else. So, yeah, no. Oh no. Okay. By the way, Kilchoman, Kilchoman produces one of the best cask strengths which you can ever imagine, and we drank this wonderful one during our honeymoon. Right? It was wonderful. It was wonderful. But as promised in one of our next videos, we will go through all of these distilleries in one row, yeah, in one video. Or shall we divide it? No, we should divide it. Yeah. I have already mentioned Lagavulin, right? And which is also basically the main topic of today's video, right? The Lagavulin. And so, what is this distillery all about? Basically, the Lagavulin, as you can imagine, 9 distilleries, right? There are not so many choices, but definitely, if you have to mention one name out of these 9, I think it's enough to mention Lagavulin already to prove that you are a peaty whiskey lover, right? At least. And the biggest 3 distilleries, actually, who, let me say, makes the most annual profit, or the most profit at all, or I don't know, are basically Lafroig, Lagavulin, and Ardbeg. And by the way, the positions of these 3 distilleries are close to each other, right? On the island, I mean. I think so. So the Lagavulin, I cannot recall exactly anymore when or which distillery got founded first, but in my opinion, Lagavulin was definitely one of the distilleries who started its business as one of the first ones. So the story goes back actually into the 18th century, where people from the Lagavulin family already started to produce whiskey. And you have to imagine during that time people can actually produce whiskey without even having a license or something. Nowadays it's completely different. Right? But let me say the originally start date of the Lagavulin distillery would be 1816, founded legally, of course, by a guy called John Johnston, and he was actually the one who put up a whole range of Lagavulin products and tried to sell the whiskey into a broader range of people. And as you can see, I'm holding already something in my hand, right? What I'm holding here is the standard product of the Lagavulin, which is the Lagavulin 16 years old, right? This is their standard product, and 16 years, as you can imagine, is quite a long time. So if you are buying Lagavulin today, right, it means it was already produced in 2005. Unbelievable, but it's true. So they got stored for 16 years, right? Which is quite a long time. And as you can also imagine by that, in between their, or at the beginning of their times, they invested a lot, right? So actually to overbridge this waiting time solely, right? And the 16 years Lagavulin has alcohol volume of total 43%, which is actually quite, let me say, a little bit over the standard 40%, but which is quite normal for Islay whiskies, right? And non-smoky lovers, I guess you might be aware what I'm going to say now. Lagavulin is definitely not an unsmoky whiskey, let me say in a very polite way. If you never were addicted to the smoky whiskeys before, maybe start with something from, let me say, non-Islay islands, for example, with Talisker, as I think they are quite in a range of, in between of Irish whiskey or normal Scotch single malt, so between normal single malt and smoky ones, right? I would say. And that was the 16 one. It's a bit unfortunate that we cannot do a tasting because we actually don't have the 16 one ready with us, right? Because this was empty. But today, otherwise we wouldn't shoot this video, right? We want to present you another product from the Lagavulin family, which we for ourselves also never tasted before, and we are very, very curious. And we have been waiting for this moment actually for days, and we're talking about the Lagavulin 8 years. Half the amount of duration compared to the normal one. So this here they just brought into the market, if I'm not mistaken, in 2019. So it is a quite young one, and but it has 5% more on volume. So which means 48%. And funny thing is, this box is in pure snow white. Show you the contrast. We are anyway box lovers, right? So we have quite a lot of boxes. You cannot see it now because we have hidden them. But there might be a chance in which we will present them to you. So, shall we open it? Yeah. Magic moment. Yeah, so this is the typical Lagavulin bottle, and the normal one has a bit more darker color, but yeah, this glass fits, I guess, more to the angel white color of the box, right? Angel white,
Okay.
yeah. Angel, you know, comes from angel's share. You know?
Oh,
You get my
wine.
point?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, non-whiskey expert, don't mistake that bottle with a wine bottle. Yeah? It looks quite similar, but yeah, the percentage of volume is a bit different. Right?
Of alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah. So, shall I open it? Yeah. So yeah, this somehow, yeah, this is only my feeling, especially peated whiskey bottles, when you open them for the first time, they sound a bit louder. Maybe I'm thinking too much. Okay. Okay, ready, steady, go! So, yeah. Now, yeah, I can smell already something. So, yeah, let's. And we are using a nosing glass from Bowmore, as you can see. Making already a bit advertisement for Bowmore Distillery, to which we will come in one of our next videos. And as I said in the last video, by the way, when you are pouring whiskey, don't do it like me. You can see I'm not an expert. I'm always spitting a little bit, so not good. Not good. So, from the color,
Right.
yeah, the color, you know, goes. Yeah, my darling can do it. Very professional. The color goes a bit to. Do you know these? These tins in the supermarket, which contains peaches, right? Peach water, you know.
Juice.
Like juice, yeah.
Okay.
So imagine there were peaches inside, and this is basically the juice out of it. And somehow this color reminds me a little bit. But as I said, right, in the previous video, I prefer more the honey color direction, which is, but it's not always like this. So. My nose tells me it's Lagavulin, definitely. So, yeah, this is the typical Lagavulin taste. When you are sniffing on it, right? I can feel this typical peat.
Sharper than 16 years old.
Sharper, exactly. And it really stings. Yeah, it really stings into your nose. Yeah, it goes up to here. Really.
Because of alcohol.
Yeah. No, also because of the peat. Right? So.
Okay.
Or.
Really, Lagavulin smell.
Yeah. This is really typical. And somehow I feel of course, unmistakably peat, right? And also some, from a far distance, also a touch of peanut, don't you think? From a very far distance. Or
Bit sweet, yeah.
But yeah, it's for all among you who drank Lagavulin before, you would know what I'm talking about. Right? Shall we? Yeah. Go ahead. Wow, wonderful. This peat explosion, this smoke explosion, starts already here, before you actually swallow it. And when you swallow it, it comes up and it explodes again, right? Basically. And then it goes back into your nose again somehow, this peat. So, yeah.
Tasting afterwards. But this is a bit milder than 16 years old.
Would you say?
No.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah. Especially when because I just sipped two little times, right? And after a few seconds, I feel it regenerates again, my mouth. So it recovers. Now I can drink again.
Not mild, but it's sharp, but a bit less smoky compared to 16 years old. What do you think?
I guess you're right. I guess we can find it out when we are drinking the 16 years again. Yeah, I like it too. So at least it makes a good impression for the first time.
Like a taste coming from the nose.
Yes. It's so profounding. It's so magnificent.
Magnificent.
Yes. So you can play around with that the whole day, sniffing and tasting and while we are enjoying this little glass. We want to thank every one of you watched our first episode already. We really appreciate that, and we will keep on enjoying our glass, maybe also another glass after this, and hope you are also enjoying some good glass of good whiskey and while watching this, and we wish you a lot of pleasure whatever you are currently doing, and stay healthy during these hard times, right? But at the same time I can say, if you have to stay at home, why not enjoying a good glass of scotch, right? So sounds good to leave, and we hope we will see you all in our next episode again. I'm Naixun.
I'm Miharu.
And see you next time in our little whiskey channel. Bye bye.